Well, good morning, friends. It's Julie Norman, and today we're going to do the unboxing or unbagging of all of these brooches and pins that I purchased from Laughing Lady's Antique Shop on their half-price sale. They had this nice big bin. It wasn't this big. Had them all half-priced, and I was thinking, what would you take for the whole thing? So they added it all up. It was over $200 half price, and they said, how about $175? And I'm like, let me think about it. That's a bit more than I thought, and I know it's a good deal, so I said yes. So now we're gonna go through and see what we got. Let's just do it. Look at that. Oh, hi, Naomi. There's somebody named Naomi. I'm going to sort them out as I go into things that I'm going to keep to make jewelry trees, and some I'm going to sell. Collar pin, sell. This is an interesting brooch. I'll probably use that one. That one might be a nice one. Yeah, the cheaper ones are more good or better for that. That's not really a jewelry tree thing. Stick pin. Let me tell you a story about a stick pin. When I was younger, my sister, who is older than me, got a stick pin, and I was so jealous of her that I was young me. I stole one off of a mannequin at a shop, and then as we were in the car going home, I went, "Hey, look what I found in the car." My mom's like, "You stole that." I'm like, how did she know? So she made me go back, and she made me apologize and return it. And the ladies there were very good. They gave me a hug because they knew it was my first offense. So, oh, this is actually quite lovely. I'm going to put that aside. That was my run-in with the law, per se. I don't know if that was interesting. Yeah, salt and pepper. That is interesting. Hope you can see these guys. That was my story with that. Ooh, it's caught my eye when we were in the store. So now you know. And I think that actually was a good thing for my mom to do when I was such a young age, is to make me go back and return it, because it made me think a lot more about whether I would in the future steal anything. And it's a good lesson because it was kind of a humiliating lesson. Yeah, I mean, it's tough love, but I kind of like that one. But it's got some coloring. But it's was very good. Oh, that's a poodle. I think that's going for resale. It's kind of too small to put on a jewelry tree anyways. Oh, that's quite nice. I think I might sell that. Some of this gaudy stuff is popular. It's easy to see. It's a bunch of elephants on this. Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. Yeah, these are all in plastic, and I will probably test, before I stick something on a jewelry tree or sell it, I will go through and make sure that they're not like real metal, but I'm pretty sure that the ladies at the shop have already gone through it. Okay, I just had to turn the fan on because we don't have air conditioning, and it's like going to be close to 100 degrees out today. So I'm really sorry if that's going to be an issue. Oh. Hopefully you can still hear me okay. I really liked this one when I saw it. A lot of these are so retro. It's a pickle pin. All right. What I might do, what I'm thinking now that I'm doing this, is that I might just try to sell them all, and then what doesn't sell I will put on the jewelry tree. How about that? And I really don't know how to price these either, because like I said, I'm more of a cheap and cheerful kind of girl. This I really liked too. It's here. Let me take this one out. It's got like threads going back and forth. I really like. I think I'm gonna keep this one. I can keep one of them, right? This one. It's like an agate stick pin. So Well, my camera just died and I just finally recharged it, so we're back in business. Anyway, so I was saying, the thought of theft, the issue of that in jewelry is a big one. At my shop booth, oh, that's interesting how that's coming down. My shop booth, I have had a lot of jewelry walk away, and so that's why I like having that locked case because of that. And yeah, it does prohibit some people from purchasing, but if you have some good stuff in there, and I am near the cash registers, so it's not a big stretch to get somebody to help, then aren't these beautiful? Gosh, $4. Even at $4, this would have been a deal. This reminds me of the 80s. Okay. Anyway, jewelry does walk away quite a bit in retail settings. And I have, maybe that's payback for me, but that I've had so much walk because of my early nefarious deed. So, that's why those wooden cases that I showed you that I got at at Rygate at the big sale, at their thrift store is going to be good, because I think I can put a whole bunch of these in that case and just, you know, stick some price tags on it. Maybe I'll just put what I got here, and then somebody can come along and say, I'd like to look into that case, and it's that easy. This looks like it's got some age to it. Let me, every once in a while, take one of these out for you guys, because I know it's hard to see it in the package, but they're all in packages. Alright. Beautiful, isn't that? Oh, yeah. My mom used to wear lots of pins. She'd always have something on her dress or something. Now, these are a little different. James Buford. Now, this might be this might be a campaign pin. Now, if I do find something that is really valuable, there is that ethics question. Do I go back and say, okay, say for instance, this pin, I'm not saying this pin is worth this, but maybe if for some reason it goes for $1,000. Do you go back to the shop and say, hey, that thing you sold me for whatever, $4 went for $1,000. Thank you for letting me buy it. Or do you say, okay, since I'm going to give you a extra donation because of that? What would you do? That's an ethics question, and I hear that all the time. And some people are like, never, I would never do that, because they got their price for it, and everybody has the same opportunity to do that research. So, and then there are some people who, yes, I would definitely do that. And so that's something that, you know, I don't really see anything here that's going to go for $1,000. And yes, they do some research on this stuff because it is in the antique side. But I bet you, oh, there's some loose pearl in there. I might need some repair. That's really good that they have these in bags. So I know they do some research on it, but how much can you really do? Teamsters. Always a gold cross. That's good. I don't know. A little solid. I don't know what that's about. This is interesting. It's very stylish. Oh, I can't believe these are so cheap, reasonable to begin with. And they let me, they really gave me a good deal. These are, so. That looks a little more modern. So that's the thing, is that I didn't really want to sit there and sort through all these in the shop, because I wouldn't know what to grab. This is just a pin. $2. Whatever. Okay. You know, that's what you get when you have a whole lot, and then you might get something really old and lovely. That looks pretty modern. It almost looks like the 80s or 90s. Simple circle. Parrot. Tree. So, yeah, I mean, brooches were a thing of the past, but they are actually gaining in popularity. I've noticed that some people just love to have these old things and wear them. Maybe you collect them on, wear them on a bag or a coat or whatever. Lots of gold toned pins. That is an interesting shape. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go. Like that or like that. Oh, that is, I love that old coppery look, coppery tone. That is quite large. You have to have a good, maybe a wool coat for that one. So I'm guessing that these have already been tested for their metal content, or at least, you know, checked for with a for the numbers. And there's a few of these that were handmade, she thought. Somebody might like those, though. That's my Dexcom going off. It's either can't find me or I had too much sugar for lunch because I was so hungry. I just ate too much, probably, or ate too much sugar or carb. I bet you that is what's going on. Oh, these are so cool. They're just like little pieces of the past. Ooh, I love that when they have the bright colors, like coral color on it. Oh, I have another one of this. Yeah. Two of those. Ooh, that's cool. Another butterfly. That's not as cool as the other one, in my opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. CEM? Yeah, so that is a very specific one. Oh, that's cool. Look at that dog. My mom had a lot of these. These are like the cheapo ones you get at Christmas from the department stores. I remember a Sears or Penny's used to have like a stacks of those at Christmas where you would just get them in a box and maybe they'd have a matching something. That is cool. A little Siamese. Okay, I'm using the word cool way too much. Yes, I am a child of the 80s. Oh, that's nice. See, I used a different word there. Nice. I like cameos. This does not feel like a cameo. Cameos will feel cool to the touch. And another way to tell if it's a real cameo is the backing. If it is a real engraved cameo, they will have sealed it well. This just looks like they just glued it on there. So yeah, oops, get my finger. I would guess that this guy is just a reproduction, especially since it was in their cheap pins. Bertha's from Columbus, Montana. It's still in her package. Fashion pin. Doesn't tell you how much it was, but that might be a collectible because of that store not being around anymore. And the last one, Discover America in Columbus, Montana, which is fitting for the end of this video. The end of this look here. So, this is what I got. Oh, I didn't even count them all. Maybe I'll do that later and I'll put the number above. But it's like a treasure hunt, isn't it? Just kind of fun. So that is what I have. Let me know what you think. And do you like these old brooches and old jewelry? And do you see value in them? Or you think, you know, I pass? So love to hear your thoughts on it. And I hope you have a joyful day. Goodbye.